I'm Dana K. White of aslobcomesclean.com and the author of Decluttering at the Speed of Life. Welcome to the Tackle Your Scariest Space Challenge. It doesn't matter how scary your space is in your home. I'm going to teach you how to work through it step by step, item by item, so that you can get that stuff out of your house. Now, to be clear, we are not going to be stuff shifting. Stuff shifting is what I used to do when I thought I was decluttering. I was really just moving things from place to place within my home. We're going to actually get stuff out of your house. Here's the thing about a scary space. It's usually scary because it's random. It's just stuff that's ended up in a pile or shoved in a cabinet or stuck in a drawer. And it's scary because you look at it and you think that is a drawer full of really difficult decisions to make. I'm going to help you make those decisions with as little emotional trauma as possible. We're going to make final decisions about each item as we go, identifying the best place for it in your current life and current home, or you're going to be able to stick it in the donate box and let it go. I want you to take a before picture. Don't worry, you don't have to show anybody this picture unless you really want to. But this picture is what you're going to keep looking back at so that you can see the real progress that you're making. This before picture is going to inspire you to keep decluttering. Because as you work, we're going to take more pictures and you can see the progress that you're making with each simple little step that we take. First things first, because our goal is to get stuff out of the house, I want you to schedule a donation pickup right now. Like, pause this video and go schedule the pickup. Oh, you don't think that your area has a place that will come and pick up your stuff? Okay, I want you to get on social media. Ask your local friends how they get rid of their donations. Here's the thing, there's no reason to be embarrassed because your friends who don't have clutter in their homes don't have clutter because they know how to get rid of it and they're gonna love telling you what they know. So just ask them, who picks up donations in our area? All right, go ask right now. I'll wait. Now that you've scheduled a donation pickup, I want you to put an alert in your phone so that you won't forget to put the stuff out on the porch on the day it's going to be picked up. Now, if you're thinking, I think I'm going to have a garage sale. First of all, hear this. Don't do it. It is so much easier just to let the stuff go. But if you really want to have a garage sale, okay. But I also want you to put that on your calendar. Call the people who live in your house with you who are going to have to help with this garage sale and tell them, I've scheduled a garage sale. We're having it on this date, no matter what. And then find a space within your home where you can put all the stuff and keep it as it waits for your garage sale. If you don't want to donate because you think your things are worth money, but you also don't want to have a garage sale, search on Facebook the name of your town and the words buy, sell, trade, group, something like that. Find a place where you can sell your stuff online. I'm not encouraging you to do this. I want you to donate it. But if you find yourself paralyzed as you pull something out of a space and you think, oh, I bet you this is worth money, go ahead and take a picture and list it on Facebook right then. If it doesn't sell immediately, you can send it out with the other donations. Because here's the little secret about trying to sell stuff on Facebook. If people want it, they're going to want it right away. If not, it could just sit there on Facebook waiting for a buyer and sitting there in your home as clutter for a really long time. So make the decision that if you have to try it, go ahead, but you have the deadline of when that clutter is leaving your house. Now, just so you know, I'm going to use the word donate. So if you insist on selling your stuff, you're going to have to be the one to translate because I love having somebody take stuff out of my house so I never have to look at it or think about it again. That's the beauty of decluttering. All right, as we get going, I'm going to tell you what you need. These are the only supplies you need to tackle your scariest space. You need a black trash bag. It needs to be black so the people inside your house can't see what you're putting inside of it, okay? And maybe so that you can't see what you just put inside of it. You need a donatable donate box. The box needs to not be fancy. It needs to be a plain, boring box, or it could be a bag or anything that's going to actually be donated along with the stuff that's inside of it. If you stencil the word donate on the front of this box, you're going to want to reuse it. And if you try to reuse it, then you're going to have to go back through the stuff that you've already made the decision to donate, and then you're going to have the chance to second guess yourself. Also, if you know that you're going to have to go through the box later, you're not necessarily going to make a final decision as you put something in the box, because you'll think, oh, well, I'll figure that out later. But if you know that the whole box and everything in it is going to leave your house, then you will be forced into making that final decision, which is freeing. The third thing that you need to be able to declutter is your feet. I don't have any to show you right now, but your feet are the thing that will help you declutter without making a bigger mess. What I mean is, as you make decisions about items and you learn where it's going to go in your home, which I'm going to teach you how to do, you're going to take it there right now. So every item that comes out will either go in the black trash bag, in the donatable donate box, or to its home. And then there's nothing waiting to be done later. Because we all know that procrastination is a really tempting but bad thing. And if you make little piles of where things that are going to go to other places later, and then you get distracted, you'll end up with a bigger mess than you had before, which is even scarier than the mess that you had before. So that's not our goal. Our goal is to make progress and only progress. The thing we don't need as a decluttering supply is a keep box. Keep boxes are procrastination boxes. We're going to go ahead and take things to their home immediately. We don't even need a keep box. We're going to start with trash. You've got your black trash bag and you're going to look for trash. Now you may think, well, I don't have any trash in my space, and that's great, but look anyway. Things that might be trash are packaging. I've been using my Kindle for a really long time, but for some reason, I still had the box. I don't need it anymore. It's trash. As I get rid of trash, the space itself is going to look better. Once you've gone through the trash, take another picture. Swipe back and forth. Can you see a difference? I bet you can. Next step, easy stuff. Easy stuff is anything that already has an established home somewhere else in your house. As you find something that you think, oh, well, I know where that goes, you don't have to ask yourself any decluttering questions. You don't have to analyze. Just go ahead and take it to its home right now. And when you come back and you've gone through all of the easy stuff, take another picture. Can you see a difference? I bet you can. Now that you've gotten rid of the trash and the easy stuff, there's a decent chance that there's a little feeling of panic inside of your heart because some of this stuff isn't easy anymore. Don't worry. I'm going to help you make decisions about every single item as you pull it out of the space. So if you pull something out, ask yourself my first decluttering question. If I needed this item, where would I look for it first? Now the key word here is would. It's not should. We're not thinking and analyzing and making decisions. We're not problem solving. We're acting on instinct. Where is the actual place where you would look for this item first? So let's say you're looking for your Social Security card. Where's the first place that you would walk in your home to look for it? That's the place where your Social Security card should go. Take it there right now. That's the second part of the question that's not actually a question, but it's the most important part. Have you noticed that I've been saying that we are going to make progress, that we're never going to make a bigger mess? That's how you do it. As you establish a home for something, take it there now. Don't put things in piles to be done later, because that just creates a bigger mess when you get distracted and you have to step away. So as you make a decision about where something goes, its home is the place where you would look for it first. As you make that decision, go ahead and take it right now. If you come across something and you can't answer that first question, where would I look for this first, and you don't have an answer, then ask yourself my second decluttering question. If I needed this item, would it ever occur to me that I already had one? If the answer is no, then stick it in your donate box. Here's the thing. Decluttering is kind of like Christmas sometimes. You find things that you don't even remember that you had. And if you were able to answer the first decluttering question, where would I look for this first, then you've established a home for it. But if you couldn't answer that question, you need to be honest with yourself. If you never would have gone looking for it, if it never would have occurred to you to even look for it, you would have either made do, which is a completely valid option, or you would have gone out and bought another one. And then you'd have two. And we're trying to declutter, right? If your answer to the question, if I needed this item, would it ever occur to me that I already had one, is no, put it in the donate box. Let it go. It's going to be okay. Keep working through the space, item by item, and make final decisions. Take things to their home, put them in the trash bag, stick them in the donate box. Take another picture. You're making progress, right? See the difference, swipe back and forth, and see the progress that you're making. Once you get to the point where you've asked yourself the questions about everything in this space, you should be left with only things that belong here. So I want you to straighten and consolidate, put like things together, and then take another picture. Is it beautiful? If it's beautiful, you're done. But if it still looks messy, there's a chance that you have more stuff than can physically fit in this space. So let's talk about something I call the container concept. Here's an example. Maybe you've been finding pens, and as you find pens and pencils, you put them in a special little mug that you have that you thought, well, that's a great place for pens. Where would I look for them first? In there. And you keep putting them in, and you keep putting them in. But then when you're done, you look and you say, well, that still looks messy. That's not what I want it to look like. You don't need another mug. That's what I used to think. Instead, you just need to purge down to the limits of the space that you have for these pens and pencils. What doesn't deserve to be in this space? Every space in your home is a limit. It's a container that will help you figure out how much of something that you can keep. So I am going to purge the things that don't deserve to be in this space as much as the other things that are in there. Let's see, well, I don't like that kind of pencil, because you know when you sharpen it, it gets all weird with that covering thing on it. That pencil has no eraser. That one is broken off. I don't want that. 3 of those, I don't need that. That's a chopstick. And now I have only what will fit neatly in my space. So whatever space you're working in, whatever cabinet, whatever drawer, purge until you get to the point where you only have what will fit neatly in that space. If it's your sock drawer, take out the socks you don't like as much until you get to the point where everything you keep fits neatly in that space. It is time for your final picture. You've gotten rid of the trash. You've taken the easy stuff to their other homes in the house. You've gone through every single item, and you've either created a home or you've purged it. I hope that you're inspired to keep working on other scary spaces in your home. Go back, screenshot that first picture, and then swipe back and forth so you can see the huge difference that you've made. This space is no longer scary. It's exciting, right? Okay, now this final step is to get things out of the house. Put it right where you can't miss it. You've got your alert in your phone, so you're gonna set it out on the porch on the day it's gonna be picked up. Or if you weren't able, or you just didn't want to schedule a pickup, go put it in your car and drive it to a donation place right now. Like right now. Get it out of your house, because once it's gone, you never have to think about it or look at it or trip over it ever again. Get it out. If the donation places are closed, set an alert on your phone for tomorrow and get that stuff dropped off as soon as you possibly can. I'm so proud of the progress that you've made. I hope that you'll use our hashtag and that you'll share your Scary Space project with us on social media. You can brag about it. If you want to show your before and after, great. If you're too scared to show your before, just show your after. If you're too scared to show even that, just show us the picture of your trash bag and your donate box so we can see how much stuff you got rid of. As you do that, you're going to find other people working on their homes and you can inspire each other. Thanks for joining me. Now go tackle your next space.